Hello, my name is Good News. I'll be taking you through this web development class. Web development is divided into two: the front end and the back end. So the front end comprises of whenever you get into a website, those things you can see, those things that makes up the visual part of the website. So there are languages that we use in writing it. We have the HTML, which stands for hypertext markup language. We have the CSS, which stands for cascading style sheet, and we have the JavaScript. So HTML is like when building a house, the structure of the house, the foundation, the structure of the house. CSS is the paint, the design, the colors, and how you arrange that house. Why JavaScript is you adding more functionality, more fancy functionality to that house. Again, I'll use another analogy. The HTML is just like getting a piece of paper and writing something in it, or getting a piece of paper and drawing something in it. While CSS is the color, the paint, the design that you put in it. While JavaScript is what you add to that drawing to add more functionality, or how you display, present that drawing. So what do you need to get started with web development? All you just need is a system. A tablet, or phone could be better, but it's more preferable to use a system. So tools you need to get started with web development. All you just need, you need your browser, your Chrome, your Edge, your Opera Mini, so you need, another thing you need is a text editor. So we have many text editor. One of them is the VS Code. We have the Sublime Text. We have many more. There are many of them. We have IntelliJ. We have there's many more, but you just whichever one you prefer. But for me, I prefer using the VS Code because one is more easy, is more beginner friendly. Like, not that other ones are not beginner friendly, but the VS Code is more preferable and more highly recommended. So let's just dive in let's go straight to our page. So let's install our VS Code. So go to your Chrome. So go to your Chrome, then type VS Code. So go to this, click on it, and so if this same process works for both Mac and PC. I'm going to be using the PC. So go to your download. So download the latest version, depending on the system you are using. So I'm going to download for the PC. When you download, so the download is just going to start in a moment. So I'm just going to cancel it because I already have it. I'll just go to the one already downloaded in my system. Click on it, click on agree, click on next. You can click on create a desktop icon. So you want it to add open with code action, add open with code action to the Windows Explorer. But anyway, so just click on these buttons, then click on next, install. So installation will just start. So So I don't want it to launch, and click, then finish. So minimize. So this is my VS Code. So now what I want you to do is go into your desktop, which will create a folder, call that folder code. So now right click on that code and open it. Open with code. You see this open with code option, click on it. So we have our, so this is our folder. This is a folder we just created. So I'm going to click on trust, click on, yeah. So I'm going to close this welcome window. So on this first, create new file. So if you want to create a folder inside of this already existing folder, you click on this place, this one, new folder, or you can just come here, right click. So right click, you can see your option. So you still have that create new file. So I'm just going to click on it, create a new file. So call that file index.html. So before I forget, you need to install some extension. So one of the extension that I installed is so type create here, so and install it. So click on it to install it. So the prettier is just used to make your code look nice and look more readable. So another thing you can install is VS Code icon if you want, if you prefer. So we have the VS Code icon. VS Code icon. I made a mistake. So VS Code icons. So what it will do is it's going to give you this nice icon at the. So another thing we can do is we can come here, click on the setting, and type. So yours will be auto save. You have auto save off. So just come here, click on auto save on focus change, so that everything you write will be saving automatically. So I'm going to close this. So what you're writing now is HTML5. So in order to start your HTML5, all you need to do is to declare that you're writing HTML5. You need to start with your opening bracket, this less than sign, exclamation mark in capital letter, doc type, then space HTML, then close it with your greater than sign. So with this, you know you are writing HTML5. So next, you need to start with your. Now HTML consists of series of elements. This element is what tells your page that you're writing a link. You tell your browser that you're writing a link, tell your browser that you're writing an image, or tell your browser that this is a bigger text or this is a smaller text. So this element describe whatever you're trying to put inside of your web page. So first of all, we need to, before we get started, start writing anything, we need to bring in our basic structure. So like I said, the doc type tells your page that you are writing, tells your browser that you're writing HTML5. So the next thing we need to do is we need to start with the HTML root element. So every element consists of the opening and closing tag. So this is the opening tag and this is the closing tag. So the difference between the opening and closing tag is this / here. So I'm going to put space. In between this is where we are going to divide our page into two. So let me use this to explain it. So from this part till this top is a head. From this part down to the is a body. Whether it makes up the body. So we need to divide this page into two. So we're going to need to divide it. So we're going to start with the head and the body below. So this is how you write it: the head at the top and the body below it. This is just a standard structure. So don't mind I'm still having this red on the line. So inside of the head we have other elements. Like I said, we have every element consists of the opening and closing tag, and the difference between both is that the closing tag always has this / there. So inside of the head, and one of the elements that we find inside of the head is the title element. So the title element is used to write the title of the page. So I'm going to give this my first document. My first page. Rather. So there are other stuff. So inside of the head, things we find inside of the head are the links and the title of the page. Then inside of the body, the things we find inside of the body is a then we see other elements. Now other elements consist of the opening, consists of the H1 element. So let's write something to show that this page is working. So we have the H1 element is used to write your heading. So let's write something there. So let's say hello world, because this is a popular programming word. So hello world. So let's output this. So you can either, to output this, you can either right click on this. You can either copy the path or review in a file explorer. So I'm going to do both. So here I'm just going to click on review in file explorer. So when you click on review in file explorer, then the file will open. Your file manager is going to open. You click on that document, is going to be the only one appearing there. So double click on it. Here is that your page shown in your browser. So the second way of showing this is you can go back again. You can still right click on this, copy path, then paste it there on your URL, click enter. You get it. You have just created your first page. Okay, see you in the next episode.